Hello dear students and welcome for today's lessons in geography. In the previous class, we learned about natural vegetation and ecosystems that typify the Asiatic terrain. Today, we shall learn about spatial distribution of population, agrometeorological evolution and traditional wisdom, languages and linguistic culture of the Asian peoples. We will thus touch upon economic centers in Asia, distribution of population according to industry, agrometeorological evolution and traditional wisdom, languages and linguistic heritage through agrometeorological evolution, and frontiers of cultivation. Economic centers in Asia. Asia is the largest continent in the world with the largest terrain or landmass, largest number of mountain ranges, rivers, seas, lakes, largest spectrum of climatic variations and largest population, ethnic and linguistic diversity, all of which have helped shape the demographic diversity in Asia. All the religions of the world were founded in Asia. It is no wonder then that it is the most thriving and happening place in the world. Historically, civilizations always developed and evolved sociologically on riverbanks and seaports. Thus, even today, people living on riverbanks have the collective wisdom of evolved thought process and have an edge over less dominated pockets of civilization. Considering that many ancient civilizations carved themselves on the riverbanks and ports of Asia, Asia has become the nest for many economic enterprises. Favorable agrometeorological conditions developed and fine-tuned the economic conditions. This led to economic self-sufficiency of the Asian peoples historically. This prosperity lasted till the dawn of colonialism in Asia. Examples of such economic self-sufficiency can be traced to international trade in spices, silks, handicrafts, textiles, minerals, precious stones, horses, sheep, camels, cattle and animal products, among others. The value attached to the commodities of international trade eliminated barter. It ushered in an era of commodification of a vast spectrum of human services, sowing the seeds of corrupt practices like dowry, bribery and material status in cash economies of Asia. These were indeed ideal conditions for colonial powers to establish political supremacy. In a measure of defiance, those societies which are still rooted in trade of agro-meteorological commodities have resisted corruption, colonization and economic colonization, also called neo-colonialism. These agroclimatic conditions have not only sustained the regional economies, but have attracted visitors. These conditions even led to wars and conquests and have shaped not only the sociological evolution, but also the historical and political evolution, economic development and political institutionalization. We thus see how geography and the landmass have literally shaped humanity's evolution in Asia. This is evident from the fact that the attractions of the ancient Silk Route led the Greeks to conquests of India. Beginning from the invasion of Alexander to date, Westerners are fatally attracted to the treasures of Asia. These attractions are the silks, handicrafts, spices, timber, mineral deposits and gemstones. Manufacturing was based on local availability of resources till the onset of the Industrial Revolution and the regime of the World Trade Organization. Literature, languages, school of architecture, fine arts and music were indicative of the cultural evolution of societies. Riverbanks and fertile plains, ports and cities became hubs of industrial and economic activities, and those areas with challenging geographic terrain remained economically backward and socially isolated. Bangalore in India is the only known exception which is neither situated on a port nor a riverbank, yet flourished with great strides in the development of science and technology, industrialization, trade and commerce. Successful economic enterprise manifests in bustling cities like Bangalore, Bangkok, Bombay, Beijing, Calcutta, Dubai, Delhi, Hong Kong, Karachi, Kuala Lumpur, Kyoto, Muscat, Macau, Shanghai, Singapore, Seoul, Tokyo and Taiwan. Other cities such as Colombo, Hanoi, Dhaka, Jakarta, Lahore and Hyderabad are reminiscent of the struggle for upward mobility of emerging economies.